This is a weekend report from the Ambazonia Governing Council. The time now is 1:05 GMT, and it is 2:05 AM in Ambazonia. This report is being prepared by Cristina Duval on behalf of the Ambazonia Governing Council for the people of Ambazonia. Today, we will focus on a news circulating on social media about the endorsement of school resumption in Ambazonia by the people of Bamenda. We will also address a highly circulated claim that some unnamed forces, presumably fighting for the independence of Ambazonia, have endorsed that call. Soon as information began circulating about a call for school resumption, we reached out to the Secretary General of the Ambazonia Governing Council to seek the official position of his office regarding the school resumption call. Mr. Obadiah Mua in a voice message reiterated that no such discussions of any school resumption in the territory of Ambazonia has taken place within the leadership of the Ambazonia Governing Council. He however cautioned that any information propagated on this issue should be considered as fake news by the Cameroon government. He added that these desperate moves are just attempts by the drowning government in Yaoundé to continue its francophonization campaign of the same educational system which the people of Ambazonia have overwhelmingly rejected. Let's listen to the Secretary General as he reacts to the situation of school resumption.
We are aware of information being circulated in social media by the occupier Cameroon on the issue of resumption of schools within Ambazonia. We want to reiterate the fact that the people of Ambazonia have made a conscious decision to pursue their destiny and to be masters of the future of their children, and that any decision on resumption of schools within the territory of Ambazonia will not be dictated by Cameroon. The Ambazonia Governing Council, through the leadership, has already made a statement on the issue, and I want to reiterate the fact that Cameroon cannot use fake news to destabilize what we are building within the state of Ambazonia. Within the territories under the control of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, there are schools that are ongoing. Those that are within the territory but under the influence of Cameroon forces, who are killers and destroyers of our institutions, continue to function as the people decide. We want to also reiterate the fact that thousands of Ambazonian children of school-going age are languishing in the jails of Cameroon. And for Cameroon to claim that schools are going to resume without releasing these youths, it's part of the game that we know already Cameroon plays in order to influence international opinion when pressure mounts on them. We will not relent until the entire territory of Ambazonia is free and our children can return to school fully under the guidance of the Ambazonia education curriculum dictated by the Ambazonia Education Board. We will continue to fight and we will continue to educate our people and make sure that we get to the last moment where Ambazonia will be free and out of the hands of the Republic of Cameroon. Thank you very much.
In an early Saturday, September 26, 2020 message on his official Facebook page, the leader of the Ambazonia War of Independence, Dr. Cho Ayaba, also called the recent school resumption news as fake news. In his message, Dr. Ayaba informed the people of Ambazonia that there has been no decision on school resumption in areas controlled by the occupation forces within the territory of Ambazonia. He went on to reiterate that, in areas under Ambazonia control, community schools are currently ongoing, and that these schools are being supervised by the Ambazonia Education Board as they operate under a curriculum designed, tested, and now being implemented by the board. The following were his exact statements. Fellow Ambazonians, My office has been informed about a false claim circulating on social media about school resumption. I want to inform our people that there has been no decision on school resumption in areas controlled by Cameroon. In areas under Ambazonia control, community schools are ongoing under Ambazonia curriculum of education and supervised by the Ambazonia Education Board. Ambazonia will never again operate any institution under Cameroon. Its military is trained to kill. Its governors and divisional officers were trained as masters to oversee the torture and assignation of Ambazonians. They have lost the power of civil administration, and their era of control over our destiny is over. Fellow Ambazonians, I appeal to you to continue to make the sacrifices necessary to take us across the line. The butchers have killed thousands, are currently detaining thousands with millions displaced and our schools turned into military bases. We must invest all our energy to end this nightmare and relaunch our country on a pedestal of hope under the authority of a government by Ambazonians and for Ambazonians. God bless Ambazonia. These were direct quotes from the President of the Ambazonia Governing Council. The defense arm of the Governing Council has also reacted to the fake call for school resumption. The call, which happened to originate from the Ambazonia main city of Bamenda, has also received almost immediate condemnation from ADF's spokesperson of the Savannah States. Capo Daniel, the spokesperson for the Ambazonia Defense Forces, has also condemned any recent news on a school resumption as fake news. Not only did he distance the ADF from such a call, the ADF official has also debunked any insinuation that some forces fighting for the liberation of Ambazonia have endorsed that call. According to the spokesman, those propagating such news are enablers recruited by the Cameroon government with the single goal of undermining the will of the people of Ambazonia, a people who have successfully broken away, at least mentally, from any influence by the government of Cameroon upon them. The following are a direct quote from the ADF spokesman. The so-called restoration forces of infiltrators that has been projected by all enablers and promoted from day one by Mimi Mefo seems to have been used again. According to our information, this flyer, which has been in circulation and promoted by paid reporters, is a Cameroon-engineered propaganda job. The following pastors, Ikeme Sako and Christopher Anu, who are the promulgators of some restoration forces mentioned in the fake school resumption flyer, have been contacted to denounce this announcement. The two men have refused to either distance themselves from the fake school resumption news nor denounce the flyer. It should now be very obvious to every Ambazonian that these fellows are officially working underground with the Cameroon government to undermine the people's quest for independence. We have made it clear that there will never be any school resumption under Cameroon's influence. The school system under French Cameroon authorities have been terminated, and this termination is in line with our independence declaration. We have had a passive approach to schools operating under the radar in areas with significant occupation military control. This has been made clear so long as they remain invisible. In areas under the control of the Ambazonia Governing Council, our community schools are going on fully under the supervision of our education board. We call on the churches and the international community to collaborate with this process and increase our capacity for community schools. Any youth who has been lured to carry on this notion of a restoration force under Ikeme Sako should take my advice and realize the hidden agenda of their masters as they disguise themselves in Ambazonia flags. In other events, the UK mission of the Ambazonia Governing Council has announced a massive protest to be held in front of 10 Downing Street in London. The protest has been called as part of activities to commemorate Ambazonia's Independence Day. They are calling on every Ambazonian to come out and join them as they celebrate the birthday of their nation and pressure the UK government to take upon its responsibility and complete the decolonization process of its former trust territory of southern Cameroons. The location for gathering will be at the Richmond Terrace, just opposite 10 Downing Street, and the protest will begin at 12 noon and end at 3 p.m. UK time. This report was prepared by Christina Duval today, Sunday, September 27, 2020, on behalf of the Ambazonia Governing Council for the people of Ambazonia.